Bob Wright with the Flood Museum. We're here in Kemmerer, Wyoming at the American Fossil Quarry, and we're here to find some of the fish that were left here in the devastation of the Great Flood. As you'll see, we have deposits that go up to here, and there's multiple layers. As the floodwaters rose, there were multiple tidal events that continued to bring additional sediment deposits and burying more and more animals. Unlike what many people think of the standing in a bathtub and God turns on the water and the water slowly comes up, what was happening, of course, is the rain's coming down, the fountains of the great deep opening up, and as they did, the plates on the earth began to shift, and so there were great tidal waves that brought greater and greater amounts of sediments up as the overall water level on the earth rose. And so what we see are all of these individual layers of sediment being deposited, and as those deposits come up, they're burying layers and layers of fish. So I'm sure these fish are swimming along, and a group of them are buried and the rest of them think they got away, and then here comes the next event. As you go up though, now here we see these ash layers. There's 3 ash layers here that separate the lower and the upper layers of this formation. As the fountains of the great deep are opening up, of course, it's not simply water that's coming out of the interior of the earth, but it's all kinds of other materials which then settle over many of these areas and leave these deposits. And so this allows us to see a distinction of the fountain of the deep deposits coming and the sediments that are coming because of the flood and wave action that's bringing these sediments up. We know that these are flood deposits because, first off, these animals would have died in the first 150 days of the flood, because we know that's when then finally the whole earth is covered. But also we find in these deposits stingrays and other marine type organisms, which tells us that while this may have been a lake of some sort, it was also bringing in these marine creatures from the great floodwaters. And so in these deposits we'll find everything from fish to rays to crocodiles, and occasionally even a turtle or a horse. And so these are another great example of the massive event that was the flood that God sent in Noah's day. So join us next time for another great adventure. Thanks.